Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're kicking off today with a stat that, honestly, should make every business owner sit up straight. 91%.
91%.
Yeah, 91% of businesses that fail or just really struggle with online marketing. It boils down to not having a proper documented plan. They're just reacting, not, executing a strategy.
It's a huge number, and it really shouts out the need for, structure instead of just chaos.
Right.
And our sources today give us, I think, the perfect fix, this strategic map called the 9-box framework.
Okay.
The whole idea is the single page, this template, it basically pulls together your entire marketing journey. It forces you to define every single step, every message across the 3 really key phases of developing a customer.
So that's what we're diving into for you today. We're going to break down these 9 boxes piece by piece. The goal: you walk away with a clear blueprint for turning total strangers into, profitable long-term fans. This isn't just abstract theory.
No, not at all.
It's about giving you that structure where usually strategy just falls apart.
And the whole map, it really hangs on 3 main stages. If you get these, the 9 boxes just kind of slot into place naturally.
Okay, where are they?
Stage 1, the before stage. Your potential customer is just a prospect. Then stage 2 is the during phase. That's where they become a lead. And finally, stage 3, the after phase, which is all about the existing customer.
Before, during, after. Prospect, lead, customer.
Got it. Simple, right, but powerful when you fill in the details.
Okay, let's unpack this first stage then, the before stage.
Yeah.
Prospects. So these are people, they might not even know your business name, but crucially, they haven't really raised their hand yet to say, yes, I'm interested in your specific thing.
Exactly. And success here, it's all about getting known, making them aware and interested enough that they actually do something, they react.
And that reaction, you're saying, it hinges on getting these first 3 boxes right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get these wrong, and honestly, everything else you do, kind of wasted effort.
Okay, box 1, my target market. Now, I know traditional marketing talks a lot about demographics, age, income, location, that stuff. Why does this system say we need to dig deeper?
Well, demographics tell you who they are, maybe,
Yeah.
but not why they'd ever buy from you.
Mm-hmm.
The real strategic insight here, the thing that makes good plans work, is finding the specific, frequent problems they run into, the pain points that actually make them start searching for an answer, and also the specific goals they're trying to hit.
Right.
Like if a business owner is losing hours because their software keeps crashing, that frustration, that specific pain, is way more useful for targeting than just knowing their age or zip code.
So it's about the urgency.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring in that example from the sources. Tom, the small business owner.
Yeah.
His problem isn't just generic IT support.
Yeah.
His pain is that his customer contacts are a total mess, like spread across 5 different gadgets. He's losing sales, wasting time. That's a specific problem.
Precisely. And knowing that problem leads you straight into box 2, my message to my target market. Your message, your communication, it can't just be about you bragging about your company. It has to be built specifically around solving that problem you just identified. You need to frame the benefit clearly.
So not just, we have great contact management.
No, more like, stop wasting 2 hours a week wrestling with messy contacts and actually start selling more. See the difference.
Yeah, that hits different. It shifts from features to, actual value.
Yeah.
What happens if a company, like the IT guys, wanting Tom's business, focuses too much on the tech specs here?
They just become noise, honestly. If they start talking cloud servers and APIs, Tom, who just wants his contacts in one place, he's already mentally checked out.
Right.
The message has got to show you understand his pain before you start listing all your technical skills.
Okay, so you've got the target, you've got the pain-focused message. Now you need to deliver it. That's box 3. The media I will use to reach my target market. For Tom, he went online, he searched.
And that's where you connect the dots. If we know Tom is searching for contact management frustration or something similar, then yeah, Google Ads makes sense. Maybe targeted articles on business sites.
But your target audience isn't searching Google.
Exactly. If they're, say, scrolling Instagram looking for visual ideas, you need a totally different media plan. It takes some testing, You've got to figure out which channel actually gets your message in front of the right eyeballs cost effectively.
So, okay, Tom's searching. He's frustrated. He sees an ad. It's targeted perfectly, offers something useful, 5 IT strategies to improve your business. He sees his problem, sees a potential answer, and he clicks.
And that click, that's the moment. He moves from just being a prospect
to becoming a lead. which takes us right into the during stage.
Right, now we're in the during phase. And the whole goal here is transformation, turning that initial interest into an actual first purchase. This part is all about having systems in place.
Okay, so system number 1 is box 4, my lead capture system. For Tom, that was the landing page he hit after clicking the ad.
Exactly. Think of it like the gate. It's where this value exchange happens. You offer the useful thing that 5 IT strategies document, and in return, you ask for their info, usually their email address.
Makes sense.
And strategically, for businesses, the key here is making it easy, like really easy. Short form, clear promise, make the freebie incredibly valuable. Because until you capture that email, that contact info, you don't really own anything.
Got it.
All right.
Okay, so we have Tom's email. Now we hit box 5, which you mentioned a lot of businesses actually skip, my lead nurturing system. What does that look like, practically speaking, especially for maybe a smaller business without a huge marketing team?
It often looks like smart automation that keeps delivering value. This isn't about hitting them with a sales pitch right away. Not at all. It's about building trust. The sources suggest something like an 80-20 rule here. 80% of your nurturing content, it should be genuinely helpful stuff. Information that helps them solve related problems, maybe things adjacent to what you sell. Only about 20% should gently introduce your product or service.
So it's a slow build.
Yeah, this workflow, this sequence, it systematically builds attraction. It proves you know what you're talking about, that you're an authority.
So we're sending Tom useful IT tips,
Yeah.
showing we get his world. But, how long does that go on?
Yeah.
How do you know when to shift from nurturing to actually trying to make the sale? What pulls us into box 6?
Well, the nurturing sequence itself should have triggers built in. And that leads us right to the final part of this during phase. Box 6, the sales conversion strategy. This maps out the specific tactics you use to actually close that first deal.
Okay.
And one of the most effective strategies here, especially if you're selling services, it's what's called risk reversal.
Risk reversal, like money-back guarantees.
Guarantees are definitely part of it, yeah. But it's also about smart pricing, making it easy to say yes initially, maybe offering a trial or breaking down payments. And it's about how you position the offer.
How did that work for Tom with the IT company? They didn't just try to sell him a big annual contract right away, did they?
No, that would likely fail. They used the nurturing process, those trust-building emails, to offer something much smaller, lower risk, but high value. It was a security and contact management systems check for just a small fee.
Ah, I see. So Tom already got value from the free download. He's getting helpful emails.
Yeah.
Trust is building. He says yes to the low-cost check. That's the nurturing system feeding perfectly into the conversion strategy.
Absolutely perfectly. And during that check, what happens? The technician finds the messy contacts, sure, but also, crucially, outdated software, maybe unreliable backups, real risks to his business.
So the company didn't create the pain.
No, they just revealed the pain that was already there. They confirmed the need. And then right then, they offered their core solution, maybe at a special introductory price. They sent a qualified tech. Tom was basically ready to buy because the company had systematically proven his problems were real and positioned themselves as the expert solution. That system, that's what secured the first sale.
Okay, so what does this all mean for the long game? The payment's been made, Tom's initial problem is fixed, but the source is really clear. The journey's far from over. Now we're in the after stage. This is all about the paying customer, driving repeat business, getting more revenue over time, and, crucially, referrals.
And this whole stage kicks off with what might be the ultimate differentiator. Box 7, how I deliver a world-class experience. And this isn't just some vague mission statement. It needs to be a detailed operational plan.
Right, so world-class.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean in the plan? It can't just be nice to people.
No, it's got to be specific, precise, professional. For that IT company working with Tom, the plan needs to detail exactly how the technician should behave.
Like what?
Like arriving on time, being polite, communicating clearly, explaining technical stuff in plain English, focused on the business impact, not just jargon. The plan has to spell out how the company goes beyond just fixing the problem, how they create this really satisfying experience that makes the customer feel genuinely valued and respected.
And that great experience, presumably, leads right into box 8. How I out to increase lifetime value, LTV. Why is LTV the real measure of success here, strategically, not just that first sale?
Well, think about the cost involved in getting Tom in the door in the first place. The customer acquisition cost, or CAC.
Right, the ad spend, creating the free content, the nurturing emails.
Exactly. Often, you only really make back that initial investment, maybe turn a profit, on the second or third time they buy from you. So increasing LTV is all about figuring out how to encourage that customer to buy more or maybe pay more willingly over their entire relationship with you.
Okay, how would you do that?
It could be strategic bundles, offering subscription deals, maybe upselling them smartly based on what they bought initially.
Okay, let's stick with Tom. The tech fixed the contact mess, put in new software. The company delivered that world-class experience you talked about. They proved they were good.
Right. And they cemented that positive feeling with a follow-up call from the Bain office the next day, just checking in, making sure everything was okay, maybe reminding him of their guarantee, fix first time, or it's free.
Nice touch.
Then, during that call, that's when they made the strategic LTV play. They offered Tom a fixed-price maintenance package, a monthly retainer deal, included unlimited tech support, regular software updates.
Given Tom's previous headaches and lost time, the idea of reliable, fixed-cost support, especially after seeing how competent they were, that must have sounded pretty good.
It sounded fantastic. The subscription solved his underlying problem permanently. It reduced his future risk to almost zero, and it instantly boosted his lifetime value way beyond that first service call. He apparently said yes right away.
Wow, okay. And that perfect experience plus this new ongoing LTV relationship, that sets up the final box, doesn't it? Box 9, how I orchestrate and stimulate referrals.
Yes. And again, this can't be just hope. You can't just hope happy customers tell their friends. Since the LTV strategies prove the customer sees the value, the referral system needs to be deliberate. A structured way to identify those happy customers and actually ask them to recommend you.
How might that work?
Could be a simple prompt in a satisfaction survey. Or maybe a direct ask after they've been on that successful subscription for a month or so, just making it easy for them.
And for Tom, the sources say the ultimate result was he became an advocate. He started telling his business buddies at the golf club about this great IT company because his experience was just so positive from start to finish.
And the cycle completes itself. Prospect to lead, lead to customer, customer to fan, fan to refer. And those referrals dramatically lower the cost of acquiring the next wave of Toms. Hashtag tag outro. You know, when you step back and look at the whole 9-box map, what's really powerful is how it forces clarity. Accountability, really. It makes you plan out every single interaction point, getting known, making the sale, keeping them happy. It puts structure in place exactly where that 91% of businesses tend to fail because they're just winging it.
It really is a map, isn't it?
Yeah.
It connects your specific message and your actual operations to your specific audience.
Yeah.
Every step of the way. You're not just guessing what people like Tom want. You're systematically guiding them into what becomes a valuable long-term thing for both of you.
Which brings us to a final thought for you, something to chew on, building right off that crucial after stage. If the end game, the real goal, is getting those endless referrals and maximizing that lifetime value, ask yourself, is your current strategy or planning mostly focused on the thrill of landing that first sale? Or are you genuinely focusing your energy and resources on designing an experience, the service, the follow-up, everything that's so good, so valuable, so seamless, that it basically sells itself to your customers' network?
That's a powerful question. A real strategic differentiator. Thanks for walking us through that framework, and thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.